the skills platform tutorial. On the second part of the tutorial, we're going to create the insert query.php file. We have already created the table, which includes the phone name, email, phone number, gender, and password. We have already set a connection to the database. Now let's get the data from the client side and store it inside our variable. Let's first get the first name of the user. You gotta do a little copy and paste here, so that we get the email of the user. Mind you, we're getting the data from the jquery script using the ajax function, which handles the data, process the data on the client side, now send it to the server side script php, which is handling the data now, after which it will store it in the database. Now the essence of using jquery, that's just on the client side to handle the data, is to avoid page refresh and also reduce workloads for the server side. As using the jQuery, you can validate the form without first going to the server side, like validating the form on the client side, which reduce workload for the server side script. Now we want to create a query that will get all the email uh, that is on the user table. Now we are getting all the emails from the user table that's matched with the email that we are to store in the database. That's the user email. Now it's fetching all the email that match with the user email. Now if you get all the emails, all the records that has the email that match with the user email, it will now count the number of rows that have the same email with the user email. And after which we'll use the if statement to check if the email is already registered using the count. Now we have used the MySQL numbers to get the number of rows in the record that's in the database and stored it on the count variable. Now we now say if count is equals to 0, that means that the user does not exist, that the email is not already in the database. You should go ahead and insert the user information inside the database. Now the query, after the query, we store the query inside the variable called query. Mind you, the variable, you can use anything, any name as the variable name, but while choosing a variable name, you have to make sure that the variable name that you're choosing goes along with the operation you're making at that particular time. Here we are listing all the field names in the database, that's in the table, in the user table, then fill it with the user datas. that we got from the form that we filled on the client side, which I've already stored in variables. And after the operation, the next operation is to check if the query went successful. That's if the data is inserted successfully without any issue. If the data is inserted successfully, we should echo a message to the user notifying the user that the data was inserted successfully. But if not, if there is any glitches or any error in inserting the records in the table, you also output a message to the user notifying the user that something is wrong somewhere. Mind you, it's just a little bit CSS style that you added to the information that's going to be output to the user. That's changing the color green. Now else is going to output an error message. Now let's go back to our first if statement, which check if the email have already registered. And the first block of code is to insert if the email is not registered already. But if the email is registered, then you have to execute our else statement, telling the user that the email has already been registered in the table. Now I think this is all we got on this part of the tutorial. On the next tutorial, we're going to talk about the login section. That's the operations, how to code in the login section to log in users. Let's test if everything is working correctly. Please, if you really enjoyed this video, you can hit on the like button and subscribe, then set the notification button so that once new videos is uploaded, you'll be notified that more videos will be uploaded on my YouTube channel and in my blog. You can get the source code of the script that you are typing right now on my blogs for practice. If you also got any question, you can also hit the comment. You can go to this comment section and ask your question. I will gladly reply your questions and find the possible way I can to solve them. If you also have any video that you want us to make for you, you can gladly comment it on the comment section and I will get back to you, and I will try as much as possible to provide the video. Thanks again for watching and stay along for the next video.